I'll actually be giving you the West Ham April review fixtures. So far, the thing is, I think, like I said in my March review, is that Moyes wants to focus on his Europa League and get into Champions, then get into the Premier League. I think, I wasn't keen on that idea because if you look at April fixtures, I will tell you Everton, the Brentford, the Burnley, the Chelsea. The, the only fixtures that I can say based on the fact that we should have won that game, we should not have lost the game, was Brentford, Everton, and Burnley. I know it's Chelsea will be hard, especially at Stamford Bridge, but yeah, it is a difficult place to go to, Stamford Bridge. Okay, let's start with Everton. Everton, they beat them on 2-1. It was Cresswell with that free kick. Then Bowen and Holgate scored. I think the Cresswell time on Richarlison was not foul. That was supposed to be. It red, but it's a yellow. I think it was a red, yellow, but Richarlison was overreacting in the way that it was like someone touched that patting in the shoulder to say well done, or it was a simple touch. So I don't know if that's a red, but I do think Michael Keane's challenge, it was just 2 red cards equals a yellow. So I think that the referee made the right decision on that. The thing is with Everton, I always thought that when you're having it's not Frank Lampard's fault that Everton's in this mess. It's Benitez's fault. The thing is when you're getting a new manager and you're in a tough situation like the relegation battle, obviously you're going to have so much problems. Frank Lampard already knew that Everton are going to have so much problems. I think the main problem with Everton is the defense of the team. You've seen they have the most red cards in their team. I mean, that was that was a game in April this year where Everton had three red cards in 3 games, which is they have to be careful. For us, you know what? Everton. We exploited Everton too much. Cresswell's goal was wonderful. Bowen's goal was amazing, but we knew Everton was going to play rough. So having Everton to play rough was a bad idea because having to know the identity of Everton Football Club, letting them risk our injury crisis, having them to play a lot of our players get injured is risky, but this is what Everton Football Club does to get a red card. They're known for the red card, so it is pathetic, but I think we've done a good job. Now we go to Brentford. Brentford to West Ham 0. We've the Brenner turn scored. Again, it's a team that we shouldn't have lost. Brentford is the type of team that we should beat. It was at their stadium, they've done the double over us this season. It's disappointing to see a small team like Brentford to beat us twice this season. You know, I mean, yes, they're a good team, but we're better than them, and that's what annoys me the most. That we lose points against Brighton, Burnley, we lost points against Brentford, teams that we should not even dropping points to, and we're literally handing them the points, which is really annoying to see. I think the game overall, two easy goals to concede. I feel like our defense was poor. We didn't do that much. First half was great. Second half we collapsed. We have to become a good team. You have to stop collapsing. Our team fell apart in second half. Ericsson was a great signing from Brentford, but the matter of fact that we lost, um, we keep defending and collapsing and giving up easily. It's just a poor decision to make. Then we have got Burnley at home, which that ended 1-1. Tarkowski got that injury again. It's like I feel like with Sean Dyche getting, this is Michael Jackson's first game, by the way, not the singer Michael Jackson. But I feel like with yes, they had an impressive side, a good side, the Weghorst and Cornet, but I still feel like with what Sean Dyche has done for the club is tremendous. He deserves to get respect at the club, and him and Bielsa getting sacked was the worst decision for a Premier League club to do. I feel like Bielsa should have got sacked and Dyche should not have got sacked, but they did, and it was unfortunate. I mean, they should have won their match if Cornet scored that penalty, but I'm glad they didn't score that penalty. The game got delayed because of Kowski's injury, so I think there's a lot of things to think of, and I think because Burnley got relegated this season, I think Michael Jackson should stay. I don't think Company should go to Burnley. I don't think he'll have a good season at Burnley, so I think if I was Burnley owners, keep Michael Jackson or rehire Sean Dyche, because it is gonna be a tough battle. You got Tarkowski and Peters, but the only thing I just don't get from the Burnley team is like you signed Weghorst, yeah, and most of the time I think it was even the last game against Newcastle. They didn't do that much, and I feel like if they didn't put that much in the team, I think if they put in the team first team and actually Barnes and Vidra, then the game would have had a good side. I mean, Cornet nil and Weghorst will be a team to be forced to reckon with. So there was a big mistake for Barnes. So yeah. Chelsea away because we have got an injury crisis. No Zuma, no Diop, no Ogbonna. Because we had an injury crisis, we've only had one CB. I feel like playing against Chelsea with one CB, that is actually a dangerous move to do. I think what Moyes done, 5 at the back, having Cresswell, Johnson, Keyfowl, Dawson, was a dangerous thing to do. I'm thinking like, what's happening with Chelsea with the new business and having the owners and having the team struggle, it was the right team to have only one CB. And I feel like I think Chelsea just got lucky. I mean, we were the better team against Chelsea. I feel like with the the problem with the fact was that when we played against Chelsea, the fact that Everything went well. Dawson played really good, and I'm not even a big Dawson fan. And then the 85 minute, and I was thinking, oh no, I should not have trusted Dawson. I was put my hand, I was my hand on my hand. I was like, oh, no, because Lukaku had that penalty for Chelsea, and I was thinking, oh no, just. And then VAR intervenes, and it's a red card. Dived. He bloody dived. He uses. She wasn't even touched inside the box. He dived, and I was like, no, "You gotta be kidding me! How's that a pen? It's a foul, but that's not a pen. You can foul some. No, Lukaku wanted to get that penalty. He didn't. I mean, he knew Dawson wasn't going to be there. He knew Dawson was going to be there, so let just fall down. He knew he was going to get touched, but he was outside the box. Lukaku is strong, but the thing is like his body is stronger than Dawson. So having that strength of Lukaku, just carry on, just made it worse. And I'm thinking, oh no, why did you do that? And then Jorginho missed out, and it was really good. Having Jorginho miss that penalty was a good sign of hope, and then bloody Pulisic scored in the 92nd minute, 1-0, and then just like that red card just killed the game, and I'm thinking, why did the referee give that red card? So, I mean, it's a stupid decision to go. And then let's go to the Europa League. And we've got Eintracht Frankfurt beat Barcelona in the quarterfinal. Frankfurt beating Barcelona was actually, for me, the biggest shock of the season. I mean, when you see Barcelona going into the Europa League, that has to be the bit that was shocking for everyone. I thought everyone was like, no way Barca got into third. I think Xavi helped a lot, but as a Frankfurt terms outsmarted them, so I feel like it was a good squad. Back to our game. It's just like the goal that we can see, the Canal first goal. It's just too early to concede that goal. It was too easy for Canal to score, and I'm like, why? I mean, why? I don't understand. What the game was that? I was watching the game. I was thinking, I think there's a side now because I went to the pub, and I was thinking, wait, why is Fornals in the CM position? The CM position was meant to be Suchek, Rice, and CM, but Fornals is not a CM. You put Masuaku as a CM, but you don't put Fornals position. Fornals can't even defend, and you're putting him as a centre mid that has to go back. The way Moyes lined up is like an eyebrow. So I think Masuaku could have headed that away, but it was too easy for Canal to score. But I mean, then they had that Kamada chance with a goal, 1-2-1, and then we scored, and I was like, we should have created more opportunities. The one with Bowen, that one-on-one in the attack hits the post, just chip it. The goalie is coming out, so chip the ball. The goalie's going to come out. Don't run away from the goalie, just tip the goalie up. Tip the ball up, and then win a score. Simple as that. Just tip the ball. And then the shocking one, the bicycle kick, the one where Bowen's bicycle kicks it. And if Dawson changed his position, then that goal would have gone in. 3-1 aggregate, so 3-2 aggregate. We lost 2-1 at home, and then we have to go to Eintracht Frankfurt away, and then that goes into May. We are going to do, I just think, what might as well do May. It's just one thing that killed the game was like Aaron Cresswell's red card. I just don't understand when you've got a red card. Just you've already got a red card from Leon, so why would you? I mean, this is a one-on-one opportunity, but at least show how strong you are, Cresswell. And for him to do that, for him to get the ball and just feels hostage or to easily break our defense, and it was too easy. And I'm thinking, why would you do that? And that actually ruined the game. I think if Cresswell, we were the better team in the second leg. We were the better team. Cresswell didn't do that tackle, didn't get a red card from VAR, then that would have given us chances. Because I feel like the whole game, the whole second half, I turned Frankfurt. They almost just being nasty players. All they did in the second leg was tackling our players, and not even one of them got red carded. Every time we had the ball challenge, even Moyes got red card. See how dumb that is. Like, if Eintracht Frankfurt tackles the ball, tackles our players, doesn't get a red. But if it's, I'm not blaming the ref. I'm just saying that most of the time after the goal, all they did was tackle us, and like it is a stupid thing to do for Eintracht Frankfurt because you could have rushed these players, but these guys got lucky in the second leg. These guys just literally tackled us, and like they were just like time wasting, and yeah, they got the celebration, but it was a stupid thing for Cresswell to do to ruin our chances to get into the final of the Europa League by making one stupid tackle. Then we have to go to Arsenal home, holding. I feel like with Holding and Gabriel, I mean, they're just two our defenders. I mean, we shouldn't have formed that maybe someone like Dawson or Suchak could have headed the ball away or cleared the ball. I don't know why Fabianski kicked the ball to save the second goal from Gabriel. Arsenal was a good team, even though they're fighting for Europe, they're fighting for Europe as well. It's just clumsy goals to concede. I mean, I think Moyes needs to strengthen our CB next season. Get a new CB to replace Zuma. Zuma's going to go to prison, so most likely we need a CB. If I was Moyes, get a CB, obviously. So sloppy goals to concede, but we did play good. I just feel like our defence was sloppy to begin with. 2-0 was not a good result to get, and then we have to go to the last 3 games of the Premier League. Originally knocked out of the Europa League, so we had to get our anger out. And what better way to get our anger out by playing against Norwich? Norwich City. People are like playing Norwich this season was like the most easiest match you ever played in the Premier League. If you were a player and you played against Norwich from this season, you would say from Norwich City is that Norwich City. Yeah, Norwich City. It was just shit. I mean, the goals they conceded. I mean, there was two mistakes from Tim Krul, which led to Antonio scoring and Bowen scoring, and like them then giving away that penalty. It was too easy. I mean, like that's the problem with Norwich City is that they were too easy to get the point. And I thought to get nothing, like they were just too easy. Tim Krul making too many mistakes. We were the better team against Norwich. And I feel like, what, I mean, like, why, we always wonder why can't the Premier League be easy? Like, playing in this easy league. So, from watching Norwich, it was just having that experience of the fact that they were just too easy for us to, maybe not 2 seasons ago, we relegated them 4-0, and then 2 years later we played against them and we beat them 4-0. That's just, it was too easy. I mean, like, yeah, they did pick up 3 points, but it was just too easy against our team like Southampton, Watford. But it was just like 78 goals conceded. I think it was 79, 78 games goals they conceded from 38 games, and that's just proof that it's too easy. Like, cause that playing, what did I say to that playing? Oh, the worst player FIFA in history. It's too easy for us. And then we had to go to Man City. Man City needed a victory to win the Premier League title. West Ham needed some 3 points to keep our European spots safe. To Jared Bowen, this guy, I mean, I feel like Jared Bowen should have been in the World Cup qualifiers match. He was amazing. I think he'll be my man of players. I think he would have been the one of the best players that we've brought. I mean, from the whole City only scored 6 goals to go into the Premier League. Hull made a mistake of not setting Bowen. He would have helped Bowen Hull City to win the championship and go to the Premier League, which he didn't because he chose us. Zinchenko, Vincent Zinchenko, and Edison, 2 mistakes on them too. Like from giving Bowen that goal, so it was just again, thank you, Edison Zinchenko. What else? Yeah, Greenish scores mistake from Kefal. Kefal scores then got what I'm trying to understand is like if from Kefal's situation he heads the ball to his own net. I'm just thinking like if I understand you're an attacker from another team score from trying to head it from the box, but the thing is like you're a defender. So my thing, the first thing if I would do, if I was Kefal headed the ball out of the box, jump obviously head the ball, jump like make sure it isn't going to the net inside the box. Just head of the ball and then clear it and just go. And I feel like that was a big mistake. But overall, 10 points from the top 4 teams in 8 games. That's impressive. I mean, like, no one expected us to get points against Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, but we did at home. That's just impressive. I mean, when you go to a team like Man City, Liverpool, you expect to lose, but 2-2. That just gave us hope for the European spot. They had that penalty from Dawson, which I think that was a penalty. It was a hardcore penalty from Dawson to give to Grealish, and like Mahrez took the penalty. I was thinking like, wait, hold on. I was really scared. I was watching that match and I was thinking, oh no, don't ruin Mark Noble's last day. Pray to God, don't ruin Mark Noble's last day. And like Fabianski saves the day. And everyone, and we were all happy to watch Fabianski save the day. So I mean, what was even better is that we got a point from Mark Noble's last day. I mean, I'm proud of Mark Noble from 18 years for the club. Stick to his true colours. I mean, I wish that we'd done a guard of honour before the game for Man City to give a guard of honour from Mark Noble for the game. I feel like he's been one of a kind to our club. You know, he's been one of the greatest players for West Ham history to wear that shirt. He wore that shirt with pride on it. He wore that shirt with claret and blue. And to give that, what he's done for our club was amazing, spectacular. I mean, other than the Man United missed penalty, Mark Noble's been absolutely a heart of the gold, like heart of the club, and pour his passion to the club. And I mean, we could have won the Europa League with Mark Noble, but you know what? I would rather give Mark Noble a season where we had a great season, we had the best season of our life in the Premier League, than have Mark Noble's last season and just lose, like get relegated, and like Mark Noble, and like getting fourth in the Europa League and then getting knocked out in the third round of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So we've had a good season because we have to do it for Mark Noble. And then the last game of the season, Brighton away. To be honest, we confirmed our to be on 3-1 loss. I mean, I was watching the match and I was like, oh no. I was watching the match. I was watching the Liverpool Wolves match and the Man City West Aston Villa match. I had notifications on my phone station. Yes, that Tony scored, and then I saw Veltman. Oh no, Veltman scored. I was like, oh no, like Veltman scored. I was like, oh no, they're gonna do a comeback. Don't do a comeback, please God, don't do a comeback. And then they did do a comeback. They scored by Pascal Gross and but like, what a way to end the season. And you know what? The whole thing was like, oh, just hang my head in shame because that was embarrassing. Like to last game of the season, we could have hit Europa United, lost to Palace, and then like I'm thinking, no, no, no. But then I realised it's like I would rather be in that situation where we are right now, fighting for Europe, seventh for the league. I don't care, Europa League, Europa Conference League, than being in a situation where Burnley is right now, Watford are on right now, Norwich were on right now, and they both all three of them. I would rather be in Conference League than being relegated. So having to have the opportunity to play in the Europa League, get to the semi-final, and you know what? even though we lost to Brighton, I don't care. We lost to Brighton as long as we had a good season. The season has been amazing. So we could lose to Brighton and get relegated, but we could lose to Brighton and get Conference League. So again, it doesn't really matter to have that worry. Oh, we lost to Brighton. Oh no, we've got Europa League Conference, but it's a matter of fact that we got into Europa League Conference because Wolves can't be bothered to get a point, 3 points to Norwich City, and you know what? Having to get Europa League Conference, I'm proud. I'm watching the Europa League Conference, Leicester and Tottenham, and then now Roma's in the final today. So it's just one of those things. Like, yes, we had bad times, but this season it's just one chapter closed, another chapter in. Thanks guys for watching this video. I'll be doing my Premier review, how I predicted the Premier table. My player of the year, my player of the year is Declan Rice. Young player of the year is Declan Rice. Goal of the season was Antonio's goal, that rainbow flick against Leicester City. Game of the season was Lyon at the Lyon Stadium. Worst game was the Eintracht Frankfurt game where we lost 3-1. Yeah, we have had an impressive season, so hopefully we continue that season next. That's it. Yeah, I'll be doing my reality versus predictions. I'm in my table. So plan reality versus predictions table. My ranking for the best for the 2023 season kits, and I'll be doing my prediction for we'll do my prediction for the 2023 season table, but that's just months away. Right now, just gonna relax, and not focus on YouTube that much because the season's over. And yeah, peace. I'm out.